This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I'm here with President and CEO of Restaurants Canada, Donna Dooher. Donna, how are you today?
I'm great, Jamie. How are you?
I am fantastic, thank you very much. Now, we're here today to speak about the Restaurants Canada show, which is taking place in Toronto at the end of February, first day of March, with it being a leap year, of course.
That's right.
Just realised that. But you have been involved with this organisation for quite some time, have you not?
I have, Jamie. I actually joined Restaurants Canada when it was formerly CFRA, Canadian Restaurant Food Services Association.
Yes.
Back in 2007. And I sat on the board of directors for many years. I was chair of the board in 2012. And I've now stepped in as the president and CEO. I've been doing this for 14 months. And I was asked by our board to come to the association to help get some realignment with the industry. So that's what we've been working very hard on these days.
Now, you have spent some time in the industry yourself. What kind of changes would you say you've seen in the industry, and what kind of changes have you seen within Restaurants Canada? How has Restaurants Canada evolved in parallel with the industry throughout this time?
Well, that's an interesting question, Jamie. So I really see things that have changed, but also things that have stayed the same. There's no doubt the industry has changed dramatically over the years. I have been, as you know, working as a chef and a restaurateur for over 30 years, and it's just in that period of time, it's accelerated massively. Hospitality is a very important part of the Canadian economy. We create jobs, we create spin-off industries, and it's an industry that needs to be revitalized, and we need to pay attention to constantly. So I've seen that dramatic change in a short period of time, and yet I still see operators, whether they're independent operators or multi-unit national chains, struggling with the same issues that operators were facing 70 years ago when this organization was started. Things like supply management. And although they may not impact the independent operators so much, with the change in the landscape of our economy, we see them ripple down effect.
Right, yes.
Rules and regulations, of course, they can be challenging for anybody who's operating a business in the economy. We want to partner and work with governments and regulators to make sure we are educating them about our industry and what our needs are, what our challenges are. So those things remain the same, but certainly technology has changed our industry drastically.
Undoubtedly, yes.
We have very, very savvy consumers right now, which is wonderful. People are knowledgeable about food and drink, and they are excited about it. There's so much enthusiasm. We're much more engaged in our communities that are part of our industry. Growers, processors, distributors, we're all in it together.
How do you feel the restaurateur's image of what Restaurants Canada has changed or needs to change?
Well, I think on the outside, our perception has been over the past decade or so of one that's an organization that's geared to the chain operators or quick service operators exclusively.
Yes.
And that's not really the case. And it even begins with looking at our board of directors. Our board, of which we have 26 directors, is made up of representation across the country and also from all segments of the industry. So Vikram Veej sits on our board. Jeremy Benaya sits on our board. John Betts, who's the president of McDonald's, sits on our board. David Flanagan, who is the head of Tim Hortons, sits on our board. So we have a great representation across the country, representing all segments. And it's wonderful when I see them all come together and start to talk about the industry and how they can learn and support each other.
Now, the upcoming show was a highlight of the year at Restaurants Canada. What do you have in store for the people who choose to attend this year?
Well, first of all, I hope everyone will attend because it's going to be a great show. This year, our theme is Hospitality Unleashed. We see the show as more than just a trade show where our exhibitors can come and show the latest innovative products or products we may have forgotten about. We're really looking for ways to bring their brands to life, and we're also looking for ways to educate our industry, to connect the industry, and to celebrate the industry, because I don't think we do enough of that here in Canada. We're a pretty important industry.
Now, many a year ago, I can remember a criticism being levelled at the show quite often that it was simply a display of deep-fried foods and deep-fat fryers. Things have changed somewhat since back in those dark days, have they not?
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think there's an operator out there who could be from the independent sector, the small boutique chain, or the large multinational chain, who wouldn't say today the industry has changed. Our manufacturers are changing up their products to make sure they can support the needs of our industry, of which we are supporting the needs of our customers, because first and foremost, it's about our customers at the end of the day, and our guests who come into our establishments to experience our hospitality.
If people were looking to find out a little bit more about the upcoming show, where should they be looking?
They can go to our restaurantscanada.org website. They'll learn all kinds of information there. They can sign up for our newsletter, and we'll keep you up to speed on all the events and activities that are happening leading up to and around the show. We have partnered with Crisscross this year. This is the Canadian Restaurant Investment Summit. We feel there's a great opportunity for our industry to be attracting wealth and growth to the country. Right now, we all know, Jamie, that Canada is hot. It's a hot ticket when it comes to the culinary scene. And that gets me very excited.
Yes, yeah.
I think it opens up a lot of opportunities for us.
Excellent. Well, Donna Dooher, thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution today. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, and particularly so with this upcoming show.
Thank you, Jamie.
Take care. Bye for now.
Show.